This is the fourth and final group stage game for these teams in the NBA Cup. It should be a great one. And tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Here with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And patrolling the sideline for us again tonight, Allie LaForce. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. We're taking a look at New York. They're in the upper part of the conference records right now, in 5th place. And, of course, Milwaukee, 4 games back.
And seeing where the Knicks are, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Green is out there with Rollins. And it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Knicks, the forwards are Bridges and Towns. Jalen Brunson out there with Landry Shamet. And it's Robinson in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And both teams, despite losing games in the Cup, still have a chance. But a win here in Game 4 is critical.
Yeah, you want to get into that knockout stage. You have to absorb some blows and land some even better ones. It's not for the faint of heart.
Now, here's Shamet. Following the miss by Kyle Kuzma. Towns kicks to Brunson. Just 4 to shoot. What a terrific move that was.
Amazing floater from Brunson. He continues to show how dangerous he can be.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Down low, here's Turner. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Brunson, that's a 2-pointer. Milwaukee with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
Well, if you want to win away from home, quite simply, you have to make your free throws.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. Coach reminded his guys that Giannis is one of the most dangerous players out there. He told his forwards that anytime he takes 2 steps, they'll need to impose their will to limit momentum. He said, quote, "If we're intimidated, we've already lost. Step up and deny his path." Guys?
Thank you once again, Allie.
Yeah, Giannis is a big man. One that can gobble up those boards and make you pay.
Brunson against Rollins. And Brunson gets it to go.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now, here's Kuzma. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Outside, Green. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And you know, good things happen when you keep your head up like Kuzma did there.
Stan, every night, Kuzma finds a way to contribute on the offensive end.
Yeah, Kevin, I think what Kuzma does is he'll find a way to score the ball. He'll do it running the floor. He'll do it cutting. He'll do it on the offensive boards. And he can make jump shots. He's got a lot of ways to score, and he can take what the defense gives.
And as the group stage starts to wind down, here's what the standings look like so far.
And I'll tell you what, how about the level of excitement this tournament has brought to the NBA regular season? Can't wait to see how it finishes up.
Shamet, the pass to Robinson. For 3, Bridges. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Robinson a screen on Rollins. Here's Brunson. Pass to Towns. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Kuzma. They get it back. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got 8 points.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Towns. Antetokounmpo defending. This one for 3. Towns, no luck. And it's the Bucks ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Wow, Giannis. That is ridiculous.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Knicks trail by 8. Pass to Bridges. Outside, Towns. Shot clock at 6. New York needs to get off a shot. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And it's Giannis missing. New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Brunson kicks to Shamet. Back to Brunson. Right side Towns. Takes the 3. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
Well, when it comes to big men, you're not going to find a better catch-and-shoot option than Cat.
Kuzma outside. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, Giannis knew that pass was coming his way, so he's able to get elevated right on time.
Brunson the pass to Robinson. Left side, Towns. Over onto Antetokounmpo, and that one's good. Towns has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Knicks trail by 5. Here's Shamet over Green. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Here's Rollins. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Turner. Here's Rollins. Takes a 3. Bridges with the board. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
Hard to stop Turner in close. As soon as he has prime positioning, he is going for the slam.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Here they are. Put your hands together for your Knicks City Dancer.
Clarkson, he's checked in for New York. And here we can check out the story for him.
He's been playing a much bigger role in their offense over the past 5 games. It comes across in his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
Now here's Towns. He's coming off a 19-point game against Charlotte.
Yeah, and you see this with a lot of great scores. When they're putting up big nights, a lot of times it's because they're making a lot of free throws.
Brunson, rebounded by the Bucks. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
And really brought an impressive physicality to that matchup, drawing a ton of fouls and, of course, went on to win it.
Well, and coaches will sometimes complain about an inconsistent whistle from the refs, but credit them for the level of aggression to make things happen.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, the Milwaukee Bucks making one of the most surprising moves of the summer, waiving and stretching the over $113 million owed to Damian Lillard, and then signing the starting center of their arch-rival Pacers in Miles Turner. A bold move to say the least, but they feel he's the perfect addition.
Yeah, truly a two-way talent. Thank you very much for the report there, Shams. Most appreciated. Count that one. Clarkson's got 5.
Yeah, the mid-range is the sweet spot for Clarkson. He does a lot of damage from there.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Runs in the pass to Robinson. Left side, Towns. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one. For the 3, it's good from long range. And it's an 8-point Bucks lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Brunson. He picked up 33 points in their last one against Charlotte. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap here.
Here's Bridges. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Charlotte.
Yeah, and look, he made his mark on defense also. Was pressuring the ball, came away with 3 steals.
Now, here's Bridges. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Kuzma with it, defended by Bridges. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
Oh, the great thing about Kuzma is he's so well-rounded. He can do a little bit of everything on the floor.
First free throw is good. Take a look at the Knicks. They're 2-1 in the group portion of the NBA Cup. A win tonight is vital to advance.
Yeah, it all comes down to tonight. They have to win. And remember, too, point differential is key as well. That could end up a factor.
And now, checking out how Milwaukee is doing. Up 2-1, they have a chance to put themselves in a great position tonight.
Yeah, if they win this game 4, odds are they'll advance to the next round of the Cup. But it's going to be tough here on the road.
Now, here's Bridges. Towns dishes to Clarkson. They need this. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Clarkson's got it back down to within single digits for the Knicks. Antetokounmpo kicks to Turner. Back to Giannis. And they double up Giannis. The shot by Rollins, no good. New York's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo is unlocking a new aspect of his game. He said, quote, "I never initiate my offense from the high post, but Doc told me that you can be very effective there. It's hard for people to show a crowd, and you're one step closer to the basket. I plan to stay there for the rest of my career." Back to you guys.
Clearly a new wrinkle. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
The wide open look here for Kuzma. Buries the long-range jumper. And now an 11-point Bucks lead.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Out left to the wing. Turner against Towns. Clarkson outside. Milwaukee with the rebound. Now, here's Trent. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Heat in Miami. Pass to Rollins, lets the three fly, and so it's the Milwaukee Bucks holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Bucks.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
On the court for the Bucks, they've got Gary Trent. Harris is out there with Anthony. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Sims in at the 5 down low. Portis finds Harris. Now Trent. The 3. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Trent's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bucks.
Well, if you're the defense, you've got to chase Trent Jr. off that three-point line. He's a major threat.
Pass to Clarkson. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Clarkson's got 12 points in the game. Here's Sims. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And the Bucks lead by 14.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
McBride passes to Hart. Now McBride. He had 19 points in the win against the Hornets in Charlotte.
I mean, he's doing all he can. He needs help out there.
Portis against Hart. Anthony, the pass to Portis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Portis has got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, when Portis gets the ball down there, he goes to work. Bobby has a nice blend of touch and size.
Deep 2 from Clarkson. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Beyond the arc. And again, it's a New York 3.
Well, you can tell Clarkson is letting his shots come to him. He's not forcing things out there.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Anthony's shot is off. Knicks trail by 10. Taken away by Anthony. He lobs it up.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. McBride passes to Hart. Here's Yabusele. The jump hook. Bank shot. No good. On the wing, Harris. He's covered by Clarkson. Harris passes to Trent. Clock at 6. Driving the lane. Boom, he jams it straight down.
You can't give guys like Trent any sort of lane to the basket. He's a solid driver who picks his spots.
Yabusele is screen on Anthony. Hart with it. He's coming off a 22-point game against Charlotte.
Yeah, and look, he made his mark on defense also. Was pressuring the ball, came away with 3 steals.
Harris dishes to Anthony. On the wing, Harris. Defended by McBride. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound. Clarkson against Anthony. Portis inside the three-point line. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Portis has got his second bucket of the night. Knicks trail by 16. McBride passes to Bridges. Yabusele setting a screen for Bridges. He doesn't hit that one.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And here is Anthony. Nothing on the board. Up top, Portis. Offline from the top of the key.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Here's Hart. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Greg, over the last 9 seasons, the Bucks with the second most wins in the regular season.
I mean, a dominant run to be sure. Not to mention the franchise's second ever title back in 21. Those are things you can never take away.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Gershon Yabusele. Landry Shamet comes in for Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by Giannis. Giannis has got 6 assists here tonight. Knicks trail by 18. Brunson the pass to Bridges. Outside, Towns. The shot that time, not on target. Good work defensively by Turner.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Brunson scanning the floor. Driving to the basket. Shamet drills it from outside. Shamet's got 7 points.
Great awareness from Brunson. He draws the defense and able to kick it out for the open 3.
To the paint. Turner inside. Towns on him. The shot by Turner no good.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Here's Shamet. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
Bucks leading by 14. Here's Anthony. And stolen by Hart. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Shamet kicks to Brunson. Pulls from the top of the key. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
From deep, Antetokounmpo. Bridges with the board. New York with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Here's Brunson. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 4th rebound in this one. Antetokounmpo passes to Anthony. It's rebounded by New York. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Anthony dishes to Antetokounmpo. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. Bridges has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Brunson muscles through the contact.
Strong move. Brunson just bruising his way inside.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Clarkson, he's checked in for Bridges. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Rollins checked in for Anthony. Giannis against Hart. Pass to Rollins. There's the triple. Rebounded by Hart.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Fades back. And it's Towns missing.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Here's Rollins. 26 points for him last game against. There's Giannis taking flight.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by New York.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. A 12-point game. Pass to Towns. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Something that helps up the ante for these NBA Cup games is that all of the tournament games are nationally televised. That's some added value and motivation for these squads.
Yeah, no one wants to perform poorly in front of a national audience. This is a chance early in the season to show everyone what you're about as a team and why you must be taken seriously.
Well, when your big can contribute from the line like Towns, you gotta like your chances.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Hart, and Mikal Bridges subbed in for Clarkson. No good on the second free throw.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Kuzma, left side. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
To the middle, here's Robinson, and it's Robinson with the jam.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
1:37 left in the first half. Here's Rollins. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Brunson against Rollins. 1:16 left here in the second. Brunson kicks to Shamet. 5 on the clock. And he's good on the 3-ball. Shamet's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 20. To the left wing. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Kuzma. Back to Antetokounmpo. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Brunson against Green. Pretty bucket inside by Brunson. Bucks leading by 4. They kick it out to Green. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Well, smart play by Giannis. He knows he's pulling the defense in on him, so he moves it back out.
Good! Brunson gets through the contact.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Bucks on top, up by 5. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Doc, as this team continues to develop, what's going to be most critical to really taking your play to the next level?
Continuity offensively, and then being on the same page defensively. We have so much left. If we can get on the same page defensively, we can be really good.
The more reps, the better. Thanks, Coach.
Terrific, Allie. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
And for that matchup with the Raptors, I know they're technically underdogs, but they don't think that. They think they're coming out with a W.
A positive group with a lot of confidence. Shifting gears now, what a game we've seen from Giannis in that first half.
Giannis is an absolute freak. A Greek freak, if you want to be literal. He gets what he wants, no matter who's defending him. He's been the difference in the game. What else is new, Kenny?
I'll tell you what's new. This outfit. What do you think, Shaq?
Diesel approved.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Knicks trail by 5. The forwards are Bridges and Towns. Jalen Brunson out there with Landry Shamet. And it's Robinson in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Well, look, Towns is an elite big man shooter. He's very dangerous when he gets breathing room from deep.
Giannis passes to Turner. And Turner throws it down.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And you can tell this is a priority for Brunson. He wants everyone involved.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Green, no luck. The Knicks shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. That evens the score. Shamet's got 15 points.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Kuzma outside. Turner with a screen on Towns. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
Great use of the pick by Antetokounmpo. Reading the game and getting the hoop.
Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half.
Back to Giannis. Turner with a screen on Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. No one covering. Now it's a 4-point Bucks lead.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
It's Robinson, top of the key. 9 feet out. And Brunson, the basket on the assist by Robinson. Robinson's got 3 assists tonight. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you. But it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Pass to Shamet. Bridges kicks to Towns. A 3-pointer, no good. Milwaukee leading by 4. Kuzma passes to Turner. Bucks passing it around. Turner with a screen for Kuzma. That shot off. Some solid defense from Robinson. Here's Bridges, and there's another one for the Knicks.
A legitimate threat to burn you from that mid-range. Bridges recognizes when he should take that shot.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Green with a screen on Towns. Pass to Rollins. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Brunson. Knicks with the rebound. Bridges with it. Picked up by Kuzma. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Physical play from Bridges under the hoop, making sure to win that foul call.
For New York, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. And that one falls for Bridges. So, Stan, when it comes to preparing your team for a game, as a coach, what are the main things you're trying to get across?
Well, look, Kevin, I think the main things is you've got to decide what the main things are. And when you've got maybe an hour to prepare a team for a game, they're not going to be able to go through everything you would like them to know. But you got to decide. You got to prioritize. These are the 2 or 3 things we've got to get done tonight. And you've got to have a clear understanding of those.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Well, a chance to check out Mikal Bridges here. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. First in steals, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And as you said, #1 in steals this season. He's the sneakiest ball hawk in the league right now. Hide everything you've got because he's coming after you.
One of the most dominant scorers in the game today. Adetokounmpo takes pride in putting the offense on his shoulder.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Well, the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Kevin, back to you.
Leveraging all that size. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. That's where Giannis wants the ball.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Rollins against Brunson. Tipped away and stolen by Kuzma. Pass to Rollins. Giannis, a screen on Brunson. Left side, out of Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. Out to Turner. Three-pointer. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Outside, Towns. Back to Brunson. Off the run. Good as the jump shot falls. Brunson's got 16.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
Here's Rollins. Off target from three-point range.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. The Knicks making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in, and Milwaukee also making a switch. Trent's checked in. Milwaukee with the ball. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Pass to Kuzma. From deep. They get the rebound. That one falls. Turner's got 7 points for the quarter.
Love the persistence from Turner there. Refusing to give up on the play and getting rewarded for it.
Here's Robinson, and Robinson throws it down hard.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Outside, Green. Rollins with a screen on Clarkson. Green, no luck.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Brunson, and no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And here's Green outside. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 8th rebound here tonight. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Driving in. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Well, that's Clarkson's game, taking you off the dribble.
Rollins the pass to Kuzma. Outside, Green. Kuzma, right side. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
Here's Brunson. There's the drive. And he lays it straight in. Brunson's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Kuzma, right side. Shot clock at 6. Launches it. It's rebounded by New York. Bridges has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Brunson. And it's in there. Brunson's got 22.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Turner. Robinson pulls it in. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Clarkson kicks to Brunson. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Yeah, good luck moving Towns off his spot. He'll fight for every rebound.
Here's Rollins. They kick it out to Green. Trent setting the pick for Green. Off target from outside.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Clarkson passes to Brunson. And he banks in the layup. Brunson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Knicks.
And man, can Brunson get going in a hurry? He's got his fingerprints all over this one.
Pass to Trent. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. So for the Knicks, Ersan Yabusele, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Josh Hart comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Miles McBride subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis is checked in for Miles Turner. Giannis comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Gary Harris is checked in for A.J. Green. And Anthony subbed in for Rollins. Here's Clarkson. Some solid defense from Harris.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Trent outside. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Trent's got 5 points now this quarter.
That right there shows how confident Trent Jr. is. Feels like he can score whenever he wants.
Clarkson outside. It's stolen by Harris. Trent kicks to Giannis. Trent against Yabusele. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Step back and squared up. Clarkson's got 22.
Well, when Clarkson gets going, he can be an elite scoring guard.
Anthony taking his time here. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Anthony. There's the 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He's got a triple-double. He's been doing a little bit of everything today. Actually, a lot of everything. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guard. Set others up, play the game the right way.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the court for the Bucks, Portis will function as the pivot with Antetokounmpo by his side. Harris is out there with Cole Anthony. And it's Trent in at the three. Portis and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Over to the wing. Towns against Portis. Towns, the pass to Clarkson. Front past the arc. Some solid defense from Harris.
Well, he had a great first half from three-point range, but hasn't quite gotten his touchback since the break.
The Bucks working the ball around. And the layup's good off the glass. Now it's a 6-point Bucks lead.
His scoring is a big reason why they're up right now. Let's see if they can close it out.
Left side, Towns. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Giannis outside. And yes, it's good. Antetokounmpo's got 16 here in the second half.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
McBride finds Hart. Here's Towns. Great D that time from Portis. Bucks leading by 6. Giannis passes to Anthony. Back to Giannis. Harris outside. Offline with his 3. Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Pass to McBride. Over to the left wing. Towns against Giannis. Over Giannis. Another miss by Towns. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Bucks. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
It's so easy for Giannis to dunk it. It must be nice, huh, guys?
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. The Bucks also changing it up. Miles Turner comes in for Bobby Portis. And Amir Coffey is subbed in for Harris. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He told his players, we are right there, guys. This game is ours. Continue to work hard, and we will win this game.
Allie, thank you so much.
What timing from Giannis on that block attempt. Makes his move right on cue to deny the rim attack.
Coffey passes to Anthony to the inside. Here's Coffey. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. And now it's an 11-point Bucks lead. Now McBride. Outside Robinson. Giannis against Towns. Over onto Antetokounmpo. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
Look, that shot is there all night, every night for Towns. I mean, who's going to stop it?
Anthony, the pass to Trent. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Trent. Antetokounmpo. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
A different look for New York. Mikal Bridges comes in for Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. And then for Milwaukee, Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Amir Coffey. Green comes in for Gary Trent, and Rollins subbed in for Anthony. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
And Giannis can look like he's made of steel the way he ignores contact. Are we sure this man is human?
Hart outside. For three, Bridges. Here's Robinson, and it's Robinson with the jam.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Turner with a screen on Hart. Oh, Giannis punches it home.
And they really all have confidence in Antetokounmpo to run that set. They're willing to put every aspect of their offense in his hands.
For three, Bridges. They grab their own miss. There's Shamet, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Robinson's got his fourth assist in this one. Here's Rollins. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Brunson. Rollins the pass to Turner. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Turner. Rollins against Brunson. Robinson with the block. Brunson the pass to Robinson. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Robinson's got it back down to single digits for the Knicks. Robinson with the block. Brunson up top, guarded by Kuzma. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
I'll tell you, Giannis is so good. The timing of that block, wow.
Here's Rollins. Here's Kuzma. Tries again, and Giannis will lay it in. Giannis has got 46 points.
Well, that's a great effort. Unwilling to let that possession die.
Brunson against Rollins. Brunson the pass to Robinson. The rebound by the Bucks. Turner's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Rollins the pass to Antetokounmpo. Giannis slashing.
Exploding to the cup. That's the burst in power of Giannis.
Knicks trail by 12. Robinson up top. Brunson against Rollins. Brunson kicks to Shamet. The putback, and Robinson is right there.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Giannis against Hart. Giannis inside. Lays it up and banks it in. Antetokounmpo's got 50 points. Brunson outside. Fires the three. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 11 rebounds in the game. Turner with the screen. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Hart. Again, what an avalanche!
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Bridges outside. Now Robinson. Turner with the steal. Here's Rollins. Now Green. Now Antetokounmpo. From 12 feet, count the basket.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Towns, he's checked in for Josh Hart. Rollins against Brunson. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
This is the player that Brunson has become. He's capable of carrying the load offensively on any given night.
Now onto Kumbo. Driving inside. 4 on the shot clock. Robinson there for the rebound. Now here's Shamet. Defense is right there. Now Robinson. Cleared away by Turner.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Here's Kumbo. Puts it up. Count it!
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Milwaukee.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis.
There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
And so Green will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Onto Kumbo. Oh, what a play inside.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Here's Anthony. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. It's Portis. Onto Kumbo. Fires. Jackson. Misses the 3. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. So they finish out the NBA Cup group round as a 3-1 team.
And whether you're focused on the NBA Cup or the big picture of the regular season, early wins like these are great for your team.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Giannis, a tremendous performance. What enabled you to win this game so convincingly?
It was a team effort. I think we came out, we did not mess around with the game. We did our job, we defended, we moved the ball. That's why we were able to close the game.
Giannis always recognizing the importance of his teammates. Thanks so much, Giannis.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.